Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi, and today we have got another article that we're going to be talking about, and this is due to Disney. And Disney's not doing that great right now. Not been doing great, but they don't seem to be worried. Bob Iger does not seem to be worried about what's going on with Epic Universe, what's going on with Snow White, it looks like. So let's take a look and see. The title will be is Bob Iger avoids Snow White, Epic Universe, and questions on ideology in Disney's earnings call Q4 of 2024. So let's get into it and see what's going on. Disney admitted in its Q4 earnings report prior to the start of the call that 2 years ago it was forced to inject creativity back into the company. The report touted the success of Deadpool & Wolverine along with Inside Out 2 when hyping the 2025 movie slate. Rachel Zegler's Snow White live-action remake was left out. Industry analyst and scooper WDW Pro pointed out on Valiant Renegade's livestream that there's some good to be found in Disney's earnings report. Notably, Hulu and Disney Cruise Line are doing very well, picking up some of the slack from the struggling parks division. However, he was quick to point out the danger on the horizon for Disney in the form of the biggest theme park competitor. This is a theme park company that has demand moderation for their theme parks, Pro said, ahead of the impetus for a whole lot of moderation coming their way, that being Epic Universe. Bob Iger and Disney CFO Hugh Johnson were on hand for the call. Iger started off reflecting on the last 2 years since his return to the company. He expressed the optimism that the company's current results will lead to prolonged growth. On the creative front, our renewed strength is a result of the expansive work we began 2 years ago. To restore creativity to the center of the company, Iger said, reiterating what was said in the earnings report. Once more, speaking on the 2025 film slate, Iger left Snow White off the list. This omission comes just days after the film star Rachel Zegler went on social media rant where she said that she hoped Donald Trump and his followers never know a moment of peace. Oh, man. Iger omitted Snow White from the earnings call in Q3 as well. That makes this the second quarter in a row with no mention of the big-budget Zegler-centric film. He attempted to praise the company's streaming success again, while stating that an ESPN tab is coming soon to Disney+. The integrated streaming experience moves us on one step closer to bringing a full sports offering to Disney Plus in the U.S., Iger said. After an extremely brief report, Iger opened the call up to questions from investors. He did not take questions on the last annual earnings call. The first question came from Ben Swinburne of Morgan Stanley. He asked about ESPN and how's that going to grow Disney's streaming presence. Iger then noted that sports betting will become fully integrated into the ESPN app. It's unclear whether this gambling feature would also make it to Disney+. A question then came in and about the ideological approach of the company will change among other business matters. However, Iger ignored the ideological approach question and shifted focus elsewhere. Speaking on the acquisition of 20th Century Fox, Bob Iger spoke about the need for more content and distribution as a factor that justified the massive cost of the purchase. He mentioned the 60 Emmy Awards the company received and noted that so much of it came from the Fox acquisition. He also specifically called out Avatar and Hulu as justification for the $70 billion investment in Fox. Essentially, Iger admitted that the Disney company didn't make most of its current successful properties. He also stated that the company sees no need for the further acquisition at the time. An investor eventually asked Bob about the impact of Universal's Orlando's Epic Universe on Disney parks. The new park opens on May 22, 2025 and represents a huge threat to Disney's tourism market share in the Orlando area. Johnson fielded that questions noting that Walt Disney World bookings for next summer are rising and that Disney often sees an increase when competitors open large attractions. Iger, however, remained silent on Epic Universe. Johnson answered the question about where growth would come from: new park customers or park increases. He said that it would be a combination of the two, but would mostly come from price increases. Bob mentioned advertising based video on demand, subscriptions on streaming platforms. He said that 37% of the subs in the US and 30% of the subscribers globally are on an advertising based video on demand plan. A moment later, Bob was caught on a hot mic stating that he wasn't supposed to discuss those numbers. A question came up about Disney's massive losses in India, where the company lost $12 billion. Johnson deflected the question and said that Disney anticipated a loss and directed the question to the investor relations team. When the subject of the park's attendance came up, Johnson said that the company expected it a hit to the Paris Olympics. He noted that whenever there's an Olympics in the city where they have a park, they see a hit in attendance. He did not go into specifics on why this might be. The call then abruptly ended. Disney's growth seems largely due to price increases by Disney. YouTube analysis Valiant Renegade said on his stream immediately following the call, they are not creating new customers. They're just jacking up the pricing on existing customers. To which you have to ask yourself, we have many times in the past, what pray tell is the elasticity for something like Disney? Well, yeah, it's like I said, dude. Disney is not doing great, man. I mean, Bob Iger needs to start worrying, man. Bob Iger needs to fight. Bob Iger, what he needs to do is lower the damn prices, get rid of that lightning lane, and just make one cost for a fast lane, and just lower the prices, man, because it's becoming way too much. That's what he needs to do, man, because right now, Disney parks are not doing great. Because when that Epic Universe opens up, bro, it ain't going to look good. So, we'll see, bro. We're going to see. So, anyways, that's going to be it for the article. Thank you for coming into this channel and watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. Please share this video. Please post a comment below. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.